Okay, because of our half days, I'm going to start the notes for the next class today so we have more time to practice in class next time. So as we continue on in a factor, I want to review greatest common factor because you need to be looking for the greatest common factor every single time you have a factoring problem. It's the first thing that you should look for. So the greatest common factor is the largest number that you can divide into both. So the largest number I can divide into 9 and 3 is 3. So I'm going to take out a 3. But I have to look at the variables as well. This first one has 2 x's and this has 1. Well, the most I can take away is 1 because this one on the right only has 1 to give. I can't take more than it has. With the y's, this one has 1 and this one has 3, so the most I can take is 1 because, again, I can't take anything that's not there. So when I write, after I write my greatest common factor, I put a parentheses. 3 divided by 3 is 1. I don't necessarily need to write that unless everything else cancels out. I have 2 x's. I took 1 away, so I have x. The y's cancel out. Plus 9 divided by 3 is 3. The x's cancel out. There were 3 y's, and I took away 1, so I have y squared. On the second one, the number that I can divide into both 14 and 2, the largest number I can divide into both is 2. With the a's, this one has 1, this one has 3, so the least amount I can take out, or the most I can take out of both of them would just be 1. They both have b squared, so I can take b squared out of both of them. 14 divided by 2 is 7. The a's cancel and the b squareds cancel. Minus 2 divided by 2 is 1. I don't necessarily have to write that if there's variables left. There's 3 a's, I take away 1, I have 2 a's, and the b's cancel. We're done. Number 3. The largest number I can divide into 54, 9, and 27 is 9. For the x's, I've got 4, 2, and 3, so the most I can take out of any of them is 2. For the y's, I have 1, 1, and 2, so the most I can take out is 1y. 54 divided by 9 is 6. 4 y's take away 2. I have 2. The y's cancel. Minus 9 divided by 9 is 1. I don't necessarily have to write that, but the x squareds cancel and the y's cancel. So if everything cancels out, you do have to write the 1. If there's variables left, you don't have to write the 1. Plus 27 divided by 9 is 3. 3 x's take away 2 and I get 1. 2 y's take away 1 and I get 1. Number 4, the greatest number that I can divide out of both of those is 11. The most g's I can take out is 3, and the most h's I can take out is 3. 22 divided by 11 is 2. 5 take away 3 is 2 g's, and the h's cancel. Plus 33 divided by 11 is 3. The g's cancel, and there's 2 h's left. Done. Number 5. Now this is just like what we've been doing, but what's really important is when you factor, this leading coefficient cannot be negative. So no matter what, if it starts with a negative, you're gonna have to take out a greatest common factor. So I know I'm gonna have to take out a negative, but let's see if I can take out something more. Is there something that goes into 12, 10, and 20? There is. I can take a 2 out of all of them. I can take out 1x and I can take out 1y. So negative 12 divided by negative 2 is positive 6, and I get x, y's cancel. Negative 10 divided by negative 2 is positive 5. I have 2 x's left and 1 y. 20 divided by negative 2 is negative 10. The x's cancel, and I have 3 y's. All right, this is sum and difference of cubes, which we practiced in the last video, in the last part of our notes. So this should be familiar to it, but let's just hear it again. It doesn't matter if there's a plus or a minus. The pattern is really the same. 343. Whoa, is that on our list? It is, but not the list we made last time. 343, the cube root is 7, so I'll just tell you that one. So the cube root of x cubed is x minus, because this sign always matches, the cube root of 343 is, whoops, I said 7 and then I wrote a 3, is 7. Square the first one, x squared. This becomes a plus. Multiply the 2 together. The last sign is always a plus, and then I square the 7, get 49. Done. Number 2. Is 8 on my list? Yes. And I can take the cube root of x cubed and y to the 9th because they're divisible by 3. So the cube root of 8 is 2. Cube root of x cubed is x plus, because these have to match. Cube root of y to the 9th, 9 divided by 3 is 3. Square the 2x, and I get 4x squared. Minus, because these two have to be opposite. Multiply the two things together, I get 2xy cubed. Last sign is always plus. Square y cubed, power to power. Multiply, I get y to the 6th. Number 3, 4 and 32 are not on my list, but now we should be in the habit of always looking for the greatest common factor. And the greatest common factor on this is 4. So on this, I get 8 cubed plus 32 divided by 4 is 8b cubed. The greatest common factor gets a free ride. You just got to keep writing it. Cube root of a cubed is a. The cube root of 8b cubed is 2b. Square the a and get a squared. Change the sign to a minus. Multiply the two things together. Square the last term, and I get 4b squared. Number 4, 27 and negative 1 are both on our cube list, so the cube pattern is going to work. The cube root of 27 is 3. The cube root of x to the 6, well, 6 divided by 3 is 2. Y minus cube root of 1 is 1. Square this, 9, x to the 4th, y squared. Multiply the two things together, 3x squared y. Last sign is always plus, square 1, and we get 1. That's it. We're going to save the rest of the factoring notes for the next class.